Hey, Dan Beagleman here. This video is on basic fingerpicking technique. If fingerpicking is new to you, then this video will definitely get you started. If fingerpicking is not new to you, I hope you might find some useful ideas from this video, maybe some interesting patterns for your right hand, and some concepts that are applied in this video. Okay, on to fingerpicking for guitar. In this video, there'll be a lot of exercises showing different patterns for your right hand, because when you start playing fingerstyle, you really need to develop the individual control of your right hand fingers. In this video, I'll be playing a lot of different patterns with my right hand in two different keys, the key of D major and the key of D minor, and 4 different time signatures: 4/4, 3/4, 6/8, and 12/8. Because playing fingerstyle, you need to develop the control or the individual control of your right hand fingers. And by playing in 2 different time signatures will help to really get a sense of the rhythmic element. And again, it's all about the control, or getting the ability to really have your fingers move independently. Okay, also the reason that I use, again, as I said, the key of D and the key of D minor, key of D major and the key of D minor, is using the 4th string open as a pedal tone. A pedal tone is when you have, let's say, an arpeggiated set of chords, and you're, let's say, moving chords on your left hand, or different patterns in your left hand, but the right hand, the thumb will keep hitting the open 4th string, and it gives you sort of like a consistent foundation, or a consistent connection to the key. And as I said, since I'm using only D major and D minor, I won't even be using string 6 and 5 at all in this video. So just to get started, for basic fingerpicking, if this is all new to you, the concept is that you are going to be applying your thumb to the low strings, but in this case, as I said, since we're not using string 6 and 5, your thumb is going to be playing string 4. And then your index, middle, and ring fingers will be assigned to the first 3 strings. Your thumb will play string 4, and then your index finger will play string 3, middle finger will play string 2, and the 3rd finger, or the ring finger, play string 1. So just to get started, if I take my right hand fingers and just sort of place them on the strings, I'm going to put these 3 fingers, again, index, middle, and ring, on strings 3, 2, and 1, just kind of sitting there, and then my thumb on string 4. And if I play a D chord, like as an arpeggiated D chord, I just played thumb and then fingers 1, 2, and 3. Okay, that's the basic idea of how this is going to be working. And then, because you have 3 fingers on your right hand, there's all different configurations and different patterns. You could play thumb, fingers 1, 2, 3, thumb 3, 2, 1, or thumb 2, 1, 3. Right? Again, all different patterns on your right hand. And that's what you want to start to do, is to develop, as I said, the control of your right hand to be able to pick out these individual strings. Now I'll be playing a bunch of patterns on a D major chord, different patterns with my right hand, while my left hand holds this D major chord. And I want to just mention again, there will be 4 different time signatures: 4/4, 3/4, 6/8, and 12/8. And before I get into these patterns, I just want to clarify the 4 different time signatures. In 4/4 time, in these exercises, I'll be playing 8 eighth notes in each measure. In other words, 4 beats and 8 eighth notes: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the 4/4 times are going to feel like this, like that: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 3/4 time will be 3 beats in a measure: 1 and 2 and 3 and. That's the pulse to it. Okay. 6/8 time, like 3/4 time, has 6 eighth notes in the measure, but the difference between 3/4 and 6/8 is very, very clear. 3/4 time, you have 3 beats in the measure. 1, 2, 3. You feel that 3-beat thing. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. 6/8 time, even though again you still have the same amount of beats in the measure, they're broken up into 2 sets of 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, or like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3/4 time, 6/8. Okay, clear distinction on that. And 12/8 you could think of as 2 sets of 6/8. So like 4 sets of 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dot, 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 dot. So when you're playing these exercises, you want to make sure that you're paying attention to the time signature and play them, with the correct feel. Okay, 2 exercises on a D major chord in 4/4 time. Two patterns on a D major chord in 3/4 time. Two patterns on a D major chord in 6/8 time. Two patterns on a D major chord in 12/8 time. Now I'll play the same patterns I just played for D major, but for D minor. So my left hand will be holding a D minor chord, as my right hand does similar patterns as I just showed you for the D major chord. Two patterns on a D minor chord in 4/4 time. Two patterns on a D minor chord in 3/4 time. Two patterns on a D minor chord in 6/8 time. Two patterns on a D minor chord in 12/8 time. Okay, so you just saw some different patterns on a D major chord and a D minor chord in 4 different time signatures: 4/4, 3/4, 6/8, and 12/8. Now, to make things a little bit more interesting, a little bit more musical, I'm going to use what's called chords in a key. And what that means is, again, staying with the key of D major and the key of D minor, if I move up chords in the key of D major and follow up the sequence, I'll get chords D major, E minor, F sharp minor, G major, A major, B minor, C sharp diminished, and D major to complete. Now I won't get into right now too much about the theory behind that, but there are videos that I've done on chord theory and arpeggios and things like that, and I'll put some links in the description of this video if you're interested to look further into that. Okay, but that being said, as I mentioned, the chords in the key, or the chords in the key of D major, are D major, E minor, F sharp minor, G major, A major, B minor, C sharp diminished, and D major to complete. So I'm going to now play patterns in those 4 different time signatures with these different chord forms. And again, using that D pedal tone really gives a nice overall flavor and connection to the key. So here is a finger picking pattern in 4/4 time using the chords in the key of D major. Chords in the key of D major in 3/4 time. Chords in the key of D major 6/8 time. Chords in the key of D major in 12/8 time. And now I'll do the same thing in the key of D minor. And the chords in the key of D minor are D minor, E diminished, F major, G minor, A minor, B flat, C, and D minor. These are the chords in the key of D minor. D minor, E diminished, F major, G minor, A minor, B flat, C, and D minor. Okay, same principle as I did in the previous chapter. Here's a pattern in D minor in 4/4 time. Here's a pattern in D minor in 3/4 time. Here's the chords in the key of D minor in 6/8 time. And here's a pattern of the chords in D minor in 12/8 time. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and will serve as a good introduction to basic finger picking techniques for your right hand. And as I mentioned, there's a link in the description of this video on my video on chords and arpeggios, and that will bring more insight into the moving chords in the key of D major and D minor and other things that will apply or can apply to fingerstyle guitar playing. Please leave any questions or comments in the comment section below. I'm Dan Beagleman, and that's basic finger picking technique. Have a nice day.